Hello, everybody. This is another edition of boxing predictions. Yeah, there are a few fights that are coming up next week on Tuesday and Thursday, and one on Friday. Yeah, first one is Jose Zepeda versus Kendall Castaneda. So this guy Jose Zepeda, many of you have heard of him. He'll beat Jose Pedraza in his last fight, which was in September, and he lost to Jose Carlos Ramirez before that. But it was a close fight, majority decision, and so he was also unlucky against Terry Flanagan. So anyway, he's got a 5-star rating. Zepeda is a tall guy for a super lightweight, 5'8", and so he's a puncher also. He's got 25 KOs of 31 wins. And Kendall Castaneda, he's got one loss already, 17 victories. But he's not a puncher, he's got 8 knockouts. Or he doesn't look like it anyway, on paper. Yeah. But he's a tall guy, even taller, 5'10", but I don't think that will make that much difference anyway. So I guess I expect Zepeda to take this guy out, because he's definitely a much better fighter. And so I think Zepeda will win most likely by a stoppage. I'm not sure when, but anyway, probably within the first 8 rounds anyway. Yeah. So Jose Zepeda to win against Kendall Castaneda. Alright, and then the next one is Carlos Takam. He's fighting against Jerry Forrest, and that's on Thursday. And Takam, he's now 39, definitely no longer in his prime, but I guess he can still fight some. He did stop the guy who Derek Chisora failed to stop, and that's Senat Gashi, who is a solid but Euro level fighter anyway. And he got unlucky against Derek Chisora, you must admit, because he was winning, and he really impressively he was pounding Chisora, and then he got caught on the temple, the worst place you can get caught. So I was kind of pissed off because of that, because I don't think Chisora deserved to win that fight. He was a lazy bastard. He really didn't try. You can see that he didn't make so much effort. So he really got lucky there. So anyway, Jerry Forrest, the opponent, I really don't know. I have barely heard of him. So, but he's only fought, weaker opponents so far. And I see, yeah, that's right. Next year he's got a fight coming up against Filip Hrgović. So it's a tune-up, obviously. Jerry Forrest is 6'1", 32 years of age, got a 78-inch reach. He's got power, 20 KOs of 26 possible so far. 3 losses, 1 by knockout. Yeah, he was actually knocked out by Gerald Washington, and then he lost to Michael Hunter. So those are 2 guys that the only quality fighters that he's fought. But that was early on in their both in the careers of those guys anyway. Alright, yeah. Takam has got a half inch advantage in height and 2.5 in reach. Yeah, I really don't know if he will. Perhaps he will not score a knockout, but I think unless the judges screw him, that Takam should win this. So, yeah. Maybe I can see him stopping Forrest also, but I rather go for a points victory for Carlos Takam. Yeah. And then there's yeah. Just a second. Yeah. There's a fight between Brad Foster and James Beach Jr., which is on Friday. Yeah. So Brad Foster is an English guy who is the Commonwealth and the British Super Bantamweight champion. And he's undefeated, 12-0-2 with 5 KOs. And he's fighting James Beach Jr., who is quite unknown. He doesn't even have a photo on BoxRec yet. So this guy has a record of 12-0 with only 2 KOs. So it's, I guess, a rather safe fight for Foster. Yeah. What else to say? They are, well, this guy Beach Jr. is a little bit taller, 2 inches. And he's 23 while Foster is 22. I see Foster has scored a few stoppages, so far, but I don't think he's a big puncher anyway. So this has the potential to go the distance, right? Yeah, I like watching those British fights because often guys do give their best. They don't really hold back so much. Because in USA it has been like, other than when you have Mexicans fighting, of course, it's almost become a problem that so many fighters are holding back. They are being too cautious because they don't want to lose. They don't want to risk anything. And then it gets boring, of course. So anyway, I think Brad Foster also wins probably on points, maybe by a corner stoppage, because he has already won a couple times that way. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to see if there are any more interesting fights. Well, on the next week, not the other week after, there's Jamel Herring fighting Jonathan Oquendo Arnaldi. Yeah. So that will be, but that will be another video. I guess I have already done my picks already. Let's see. Oh yeah. I guess Vladimir Hernandez. Just a second. Just trying to find out. Well, this can be a little bit interesting. There's a guy called Hamza Shiraz fighting. He's undefeated, 10-0, 6 KOs, and he's fighting for a WBO European Super Welterweight title against Paul Keane. So this guy seems to be like, almost a knockout artist so far. Only 21 years of age. Yeah, and Paul Keane is like 27. He's a non-puncher, only one knockout so far, 12 victories. Yeah. Hamza Shiraz maybe wins. Yeah, he's most likely to win. A really tall guy for a super welterweight. Alright, let's say he wins by knockout. That is my final pick for this next week. Alright, so that was all for this time. Yeah, now there are not so many really big fights happening, unfortunately, but still it's nice to be able to have some better fights anyway, to watch them, of course, and for me to be able to do these videos. Yeah, alright, so anyway, see you until next time. Bye bye.